Hello everybody, thank you for tuning in again today. Today I'm going to be bringing you kind of a long one. I got 3 battles for you today. Let's go ahead and check them out. 2 of them are going to be traditionals versus traditionals, and then the next one will be a modern versus modern. So let's go ahead and check out the traditionals versus traditional first. Okay, on my right I got bow warrior monks, Naginata in attendance, Naginata samurai, 3 Naginata samurais, Naginata warrior monk, 2 katana samurais, an avatar bodyguard of course, and then I got 5 calves containing of 2 great guards, 3 yari calves. So this is a pretty good lineup on my side. I think I had a pretty good lineup myself. On his side he's got his general unit, which is a bow unit, so his range is 200. It's not bad. He's got a Onibushi heroine, and then he has foot samurai, Naginata samurai, Naginata warrior monk, katana samurai, lone sword ashigaru, lone sword ashigaru, lone sword ashigaru. Now he also has some hidden units somewhere around here, quite a few of them actually, and you'll see that coming up here soon. But let's go ahead and start this off. He's going to go ahead and start bowing down a lot of my troops, but yeah. I'm starting to feel a little better, so I'm trying to get out this video. I have Sniper Elite V2 coming out later, tomorrow or tonight, so I'm going to start doing those videos too. So right here, I decided, okay, I'm going to push his units back, but I'm also going to rush all my cav into his front line. Usually it's not a smart thing to do, especially when he has these Naginata samurais up front, but I'm going to do it anyways, just to see how many numbers I can take with me. I rushed these 2 great guards, though, off to the left here, and that's when we notice these hidden units. Kishu ninjas, and a lot of them. You got 1, 2, 3, well 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you got a light cav, 2 light calves, and a matchlock samurai. So I'm rushing these great guards into a hell of a trap here, because that's a lot of units to be hiding like that. They're just piled in here. I mean, I don't know what he was going to do with this. I mean, if I was him, I would have put my, ninjas somewhere around here or something, try to ambush me. But let's go ahead and start this off. He's throwing his bombs. He's, the bad thing about these ninjas is he's throwing the bombs everywhere. So he knows, I thought he would have known that he was going to be taking casualties from his own bomb throwing like that. I'm taking a lot of horse casualties over here because I ran him right into the Naginata samurai, but that was more just to get his horses back from bowing me down so I can move my guys up. And as you can see over here, his ninjas are just bomb throwing like crazy, which is wrecking his own guys. I mean, my great guard are good, but they're not good enough to wipe out all these guys like that so quickly. So his ninjas are taking a lot of his own guys with them here. These calves, these ninjas, they're already down quite a bit, and as you can, my guys are killing quite a bit here, 60, 62, but that's not all of them. Over here, I dropped a couple of their guys, not as many as I wanted to, especially since I just rushed, 4 cav units into them and completely got them wiped out. But at least over here I'm taking care of his ninjas. That's a big one for me because his ninjas could be a real problem for my lines, especially with those bombs, even though most of them just threw them off. But they're also really good fighters up front. Like 16 melee attack is pretty good. I was hoping I can do something to his matchlock samurai. I mean, I did drop quite a few of them, but I wanted to drop all of them, but I didn't get the chance to really. Right now he is extremely distracted because his field over here, his big old surprise just went to hell. So yeah, he took home the victory there. But what counts is I just took a lot of his numbers down with him. At this time I'm capturing. I got this dojo. I got this dojo. Now I'm gonna go over here and get this dojo. I'm gonna have all 3 dojos, so that's gonna be an advantage for me. I think we're going to sit here for a little bit, and he's going to start bowing down my guys again. I'm going to move my bow warrior monks up here soon to help bow down his. Let's go ahead and fast forward this. He's bowing guys down left and right, left and right, left and right. I'm bowing his guys down. I'm trying to hit his cav. He's trying to hit my guys. Yeah, good shot. Didn't really affect much there. He's going to try to rush his heroine, heroine guys in with his light cav here until he notices that I'm going to drag my, Naginata samurai up. And he's like, oh, well, Okay, I guess I can sacrifice a horse or two. I don't know where that guy's going. We got one of my guys though, or two of them. That was a pretty half-ass rush. Now these Hero Bushwind guys, they have a 27 melee. He could do some damage with those things. So I like to keep them away from my guys. I'm gonna move my Bow Warrior monks up here to try to get more shots here, but also move these guys up to try to, you know, I'm trying to trap him in to get his Hero Bushwind in here so I can take care of them. I don't need them out in the battlefield like that, because he's just going to wreck my guys, and he's also going to keep bowing them. At the same time, his general unit's going to continue bowing down my Bow Warrior monks, which is really pissing me off, because my guys aren't getting any shots off. They just keep realigning, and I keep reforming them. I just was completely misusing them the entire time. So they're going to end up with their whole, they're going to retreat. At that time, when it comes time to do that, it's just like back and forth here. I'm just going to keep moving myself. Once he does that, I notice, okay, I can't let him continue to bow me down. It's time to push. It is really time to push. So I push in to start my rush on him. My guys are getting gunned down over here by the Samurai Matchlock unit, but that's why I sent him this way, is for that unit. I go ahead and hit rally. I didn't get that guy into the rally, sadly, but whatever. Let's go ahead and watch this charge on their Matchlock. I don't even think we're going to get a charge because they're going to charge their monk warriors in here. Overall, my frontline charge was pretty good. I don't think he expected me just to push up like I did. So I brought in a pretty good force here. I'm going to set my guys and stand and fight. They're going to do some pretty good damage here. Let's go ahead and get a real close-up view. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah. That gotta hurt. I got some retreats going here, but I brought around another Katana Samurai over here. He had, I guess, 2 more ninja units hidden around. I don't know how he got so many ninja units. For me, it's usually, I can only put 4 in the field at a time. That or it stops doing that. So this guy had like 8 ninja units. But whatever. Okay. I mean, he just having a crap ton of ninjas everywhere. Unless they snuck around. I mean, but I don't recall them doing that. But okay, I guess they did. Because that looks like a down number of ninja units. But he still had quite a few of them. He rushes his ninja units into the back of my lines here since I beat off his lines over here. I know that sounded really wrong, but hey, if you have a dirty mind, then whatever. I beat his front line off here again. Okay, shut up. I can't stop saying that. I crushed his front line here, so he goes into full retreat. His last units standing are his Matchlock, his ninjas, which his ninjas just went into full retreat, and his Onibishu heroine and his general's bodyguard. At this time, we both call a good game, but he won't stop. He won't quit. He's just going to try to continue bowing down my lines here with his guys and shooting them up. At this time, I tell him, you know, hey man, it's fine, just give up, because I got the advantage here. I got more, you know, I got these guys here that are able to, you know, spear down his horse, no problem, but he's just going to kite me, so I'm going to charge my guys into his line here, which is going to cause him to charge down here. At this time, he's going to charge down here. I'm going to get into a melee fight with these guys. I'm going to rush one unit into his Matchlock. His Matchlock's going to beat one of my units, but I'm going to start, you know, taking down his units here. I'm going to start wavering a little bit, but then he decides he's just going to quit. Rage quit. Even though I believe he would have had the victory if he would have stayed into it, because his Onibushi heroine are just really good, and they've only dropped 1 so far. So he go ahead and he quits, even though one of my units here just fell here too. And that's when that battle ends. This is where he quit, right here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the statistics. The next battle after this is going to be the modern battle. I'm going to go traditional, modern, traditional. He went ahead and quit right there. I took home the victory. You'll see here on the next screen the statistics stats here. I felt if he would have stayed in, he probably would have taken that, because his Onibushi heroine were enough to just wipe out all my guys, let alone without that Naga Samurai. I guess it's not going to let me look at the stats. Okay. let's go ahead and just move on to the modern versus modern then. I'll go ahead and give you my units here. You got United States Marines, you got 2 White Bears, you got Yarikachi, Shogutai, first time using the Shogutai. I hear they're really good. Excuse me again, I just for some reason can't stop coughing right there. I have 3 Yariki, 1 Parrot gun, of course, and then on his side, let's go ahead and rush over here. He's got 2 White Bears, 1 Black Bear, a Black Bear, White Tiger Force, 2 more Black Bears, a Red Bear, and a Red Bear, and his general. So let's go ahead and get this started. I'm going to go ahead and push it through fast forward here, show you how I move my armies. I have my guns here on do not fire right now. I'm keeping my cav here because this is the distraction right here. Nothing's protecting it. That's what he thinks. He thinks this is my entire army because they're pretty ranked up. You know, they have chevrons all over the place and that little circle chevron thing, whatever the hell that is. I really don't know. So, I mean, that's a pretty costly army right there. So this is a distraction here to try to see if he has any cav. He's going to move his armies up onto his, he does have a cav here. He's going to bring them around like I was hoping he would. He's going to bring a couple of those gun units into this forest here while I set my guys up into this forest here with 1 unit on the outside, with my general taking this dojo and my infantry guarding the back here. At this time, I tell them to engage here with shrapnel shot. Let's go ahead and give you an up-close look. With the same time, my 3 calves charging in. I should have made it only 2, but hey, that works too. He's going to get the charge in on my parrot guns. I'm going to get the charge in on his cav. At the end, his cav got beat to crap. My parrot guns are still standing. Only lost 5 guys. All 4 guns are still active. It worked out for me. It worked out great. At this time, he knows I have 3 cav units. That was probably his plan, you know, try to draw out my cav, which he did. So I'm going to go ahead and drag my 3 cav over here after completely just wiping out his. I'm going to put him in this forest, but then I'm going to reposition him again. Let's go ahead and put him in the fast forward. Like I said, this battle was a long one. We both thought it was a great battle. I'm going to start throwing, you know, artillery into this forest here because I know it's here. It's not going to do much for anything. I'm going to waste more ammo than anything. So I'm going to move my cav around, kind of get his units over here to try to pop up, pop out. I was going to do I did a fake charge to try to see if he'd pop his units out, which he did. So I draw them back under the line of sight so he doesn't get any shots off on them. I go ahead and draw this guy over here, get them off their horses. No, I don't get them off their horses. I keep them on their horses just so they drop the flag here. Which he pulls up this unit here, drops a couple of my horses, which I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. Let's go ahead and reposition him here. Like I said, this battle was a long one because we just all did a lot of sitting. You know, I can understand why we're both modern units. I have the veteran status, he has the numbers. At this time, he's going to reposition his troops here. When he's repositioning, he's like, crap, 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 trying to line them up, trying to line them up. He's not really getting to line them up. It's really not working out for him. So I run through it. I'm like, all right, cool. This is when I tell my cav, you know, to go ahead and push through, get out of there, because, you know, if you let a Yariki sit inside of a white bear like that, the white bear is going to end up killing you, which he's going to do a lot of. I mean, if you see a lot of my horses just getting just wiped out. But I think that has to do more with me pulling out like I did. I took care of a lot of my guys. But I also dropped a good 49 of his, so that works for me. He killed 51 of mine. So far, my cav's gotten 86 kills, though, so they've done what they're supposed to do. This cav's gotten 7. This cav's gotten 7. So, I mean, they're doing all right. These 2 need to get more kills, though. So at this time, he pulls more units out over here, so he can get a little bit more protection on his guns over here. I'm going to drag this horse unit to the forest here and let them walk along to kind of give them hidden, so they can, maybe I can get a surprise ambush on them, which he figures that's what I'm doing, so he's going to set his line up over here. So I'm going to use these 2 units here to kind of get him to draw this unit to face back over here. I'm going to be like, rush in, rush in. He's going to try to reline his guys. I'm going to charge in with this unit. It's a full unit. He's once again misaligned. He doesn't have his alignment here, so I'm just going to come in. I'd call that a pretty good breakthrough right there. I mean, I just wiped out another good chunk of his men. At this time, I'm going to drag these two in, which he doesn't get that many kills with his line right there. He only gets like 5 kills, which is going to bring down on his guys. Whack, right into them. Ah, that is beautiful. In the end, though, you know, he has a lot of white bears here, a lot of guns, and when these Yarikis sit in groups like this, they end up dying quite easily. So, in the end, I did some pretty good damage. They served their right for, you know, doing what they needed to do. Over here, my lines were pop shot in his other cav. He had one more cav that ran right across the field. You know, because he's going to go after my artillery again, which is fine. Whatever. I'm getting a lot of shrapnel shots on him. I'm going to drag my general's bodyguard over here to help out because he's going to get the charge on my artillery. It was you know, I saw it coming. I had nothing to defend it with. That's why I thought I should have kept one of my cabs over here. So he gets to charge in. My general's going to come over, though, and help out. He's going to shoot his cav off. So he's going to cause his cav to break before he can cause my guys to break. Even though they do break, because my general, I believe, got some pop shots on my own guys. But they don't break for long. They come back into the fight. I get him back on the guns. So basically his attempt number 2 was another failure since I got him back on the guns. One of my cav units came back from routing, but so I charged him into this line over here, which got some pretty good kills for only being so many little, you know, so many horses. Not that many horses for so many kills that this got. So that worked out well for me. My pair of guns just got back into duty, so they're going to go ahead and get back on their guns. I'm going to bring my general back up over here, though. Let's go ahead and fast forward again. He just shot into his own unit, which was probably not a good idea. Dropped a couple of his own guys. Not too bad, though. So yeah, now it just begins a lot of whole long sit and wait type of deal here. Which is fine. He knows I have my units, you know, concealed here because I got this unit here. So he knows that it's his turn to push because, you know, I have the main dojo. I have the morale dojo. That's what he wants. I'm going to have, you know, my artillery just ran out of ammo. You know, awesome. When they actually move out of the forest, they run out of ammo. I'm going to move my general in to kind of piss this guy off here. I'm going to try to get, you know, some shots on his infantry, which is going to work out, you know, pretty well for me. It's going to make him start to finally want to push because I want him to do the pushing. I put myself in the defensive from the start because usually when you bring pair of guns, that's what happens. But I put myself in the defensive from the front because all I wanted was that, you know, morale dojo. I didn't want anything else. You know, I wanted to draw him in. So that's what I'm going to let happen. I'm going to let him just come right into my guys. He has more guys than me. Even though my guys are experienced, if he set his line up and I ran him into them, I mean, I'd probably end up with the death toll being higher. So he's going to go ahead and start capping every other dojo out there as my general tries to get off other shots. I mean, he's trying to box in my general here. You know, he's just kind of missing this part of the box. My artillery guys are done. They didn't leave, but they have no ammo, so they have nothing they can do. They're just standing here. Let's go ahead and fast forward again. He goes ahead and he tries pulling his matchlock Kachi up. Yeah, he does have matchlock Kachi. I forgot to announce that one, I believe. He has line of sight issues here. He can't really get any shots at my general, so he's just going to kind of sit here. Which is fine with me. He can sit there all he wants. I mean, I don't really have a gun line protecting this side, but I do have my spear Kachi over here, my Yari Kachi. We're here is when my white bears are going to start popping shots at him, and my marine infantry is going to start pop shots at his red bear, dropping quite a few of them. It's just going to be a lot of firefight now. It's just going to be a lot of back and forth. That's freaking awesome. He's going to draw in 4 lines on my one white bear unit over here. My white bears are pretty ranked up white bear units. Got pretty good experience here. So it's going to do perfectly fine against these guys. I mean, these guys have no experience and everything. So all my units are engaged. Not just that, my infantry day marines also engaged with this unit over here. He's going to try running this unit in. I don't understand that because he runs them up, then does nothing, just stands there and starts shooting. Did he really have to get 10 feet away from me to do that? I mean, I know line of sight, but come on. I think he was shooting just fine beforehand. My white bear has pretty good reload and accuracy, so they're getting a lot more shots off in the time that they're getting shots off. Also, the way that he's lined up with this 5 rows of people here, or 6 rows, or how many rows, ain't helping him because I got more shots coming in than he does. But I also pushed my general up here to help, you know, give overshot fire here on his guys. Which, whoa, camera crazy. You know, his lines are all engaged. I have a spear unit chasing down this matchlock Kachi, and you know, it's kind of just cat and mouse here with this unit, because I'm like, okay, let's charge them. Oh, they're running now. Oh, damn it. Oh, yes. So, okay, hold on. Dang it, they're running. Okay, I'll go after them again. It's like they won't stop running. Oh, look at that. Oh, that was beautiful. Yes. My white bear over here and my general unit are doing pretty good. My white bear has been shredded pretty much. It's down to 64 guys, but my white bear has pretty much completely shredded this unit over here. I mean, 2 units disappeared. One's come back into the fight, but these 2 units are the last remaining. My infantry my Semper Fi killers, United States Marines, sorry, I usually use infantry day Marine, are doing dang good, 260 kills. My white bear finally has run after 158 kills. This right bear right here is at 200 kills, continuously shooting. I have the advantage right now because I'm in the forest. I got cover, so that helps. He kicked my spear's ass. You know, my Yarikachi, they're done for. Just way too many guns facing them, which is fine, whatever. I still got my Shogun back here that I haven't even used. They've dropped some numbers, though, due to fire over my guys. So at this time, this is my remaining force here, which is fine with me. You know, I'm doing pretty good, I believe. I got the advantage. I'm in the forest. I got the tree cover. He may have more men, but I have the experience. And my general is just continuously killing people. He's at 196 kills. That is really good. That's almost like a line by itself. This is when my Marines start engaging down here. It's just going to continuously start dropping them. I don't know what he's doing with his general. He keeps walking around everywhere. I don't know if he figures that might help support them or something, you know, having the general close by, but whatever. That's fine. At this point, he decides to push back all his armies. He's done engaging me. He knows that I have the advantage right now. I'm getting more kills on him, which causes this unit just to, you know, fall apart because the entire time he's walking down, he's getting shot up by my Marines. My spear comes back into the fight. My general unit over here just engaged another unit that came back into the fight. Wiped out quite a few of them. I mean, these guys are over here, like, crying or something. Oh well. So I have my general unit face this direction to kind of shoot these guys still, make sure they don't come back in the fight, which, there you go, they're not going to come back now. Let's go ahead and put it in the fast forward. He's going to create basically a half circle right here to, you know, I don't know why he's going to defend this mojo. You know, okay, I mean, increase reload rate. I guess I can understand that. But he's basically going to create a half circle here, or half box, because he wants this dojo. I'm going to move up my United States Marines here. He's going to get some shots off my general unit here with his general. Which I'm like, alright, go ahead. Let my guys line up here, which I ran my own general unit through them, so that didn't help. Kind of slowed them down there. But then my Marines reposition real quick, get in line, and start shooting on them.
General, look! Their allies run!
So overall, my general was a good distraction to bring his general up to have my Marines take some pop shots. That worked out well for me. At this time, I move my Shogatai up right here because I know that the line of sight is a big problem for him. So that works out. I have my white bear still sitting in the forest. I have my infantry, my Marines out here, and my cav over here. I have my spear taking this dojo. I don't know. I just felt like it. So I was going to stand off here. Right now is when we start talking, you know, oh yeah, it's a good battle, good fight, whatever. I'm going to start moving my general, my Marines around to the left side. I'm going to start moving my white bear into position where my Marines were. I'm going to keep my Shogatai here. I'm going to have my spear unit move up here soon. I'm moving these guys over here because I figure if I can get my Marines back into the forest, it's going to be a lot more of an advantage for me. He's going to move his general and his infantry very slowly up this hill. He's going to move this infantry here to protect from my Marines coming in on him. He's going to move his general around to try to get my general. At this time, I decided to rush my Shogun up. They're going to take quite a few casualties here up in the front, but I know they can handle it. They got pretty good morale for, you know, being armorless people. So they're going to go ahead and run them up. He's going to charge my Marines with his unit here, and then he's going to stop and start shooting me. I didn't see that coming, so I decided, alright, he's going to get some shots off, but I'm going to charge my guys into him. So my Marines go ahead and just slice away. This time my Shogun unit just completely just wiped out this unit over here. I'm going to have them charge a little bit into this unit, but then I'm going to tell them to push back into the bigger unit over here, since this unit's bigger. That, and it only took a couple swings to take this unit down. So I now have my Shogun running into the back of this line. Well, or kind of just speed walking into the back of this line. Oh, that guy just kicked him. That was rude. Oh, that guy just got... Wow. And that is where this game ends. This battle is over. We both call a good game, and that is the end of that one. I thought it was an overall good battle. It was a good 40-minute stand there for a while. So, yeah, that was a good one. I'll show you the statistics of this game. Hopefully I actually get to view them. Hope you enjoyed the last two battles. The next one is another traditional versus traditional fight. That traditional fight was pretty good, I believe. You know, it's just lately I've been trying to enjoy these battles, but some of them are just so annoying right now for me because I'm not feeling too well. But as you can tell, my United States Marine got 500 kills. 500 kills. That is ridiculous. That is half an army right there in this game. Usually, you know, you bring out 1,000 to 1,200 men. Just 500 kills right there. United States Marine. Wow. The General's Bodyguard got almost 300, which is fantastic. Those couldn't have been used any better. My White Bear Infantry got 272. White Bear Infantry at 158. And my Yariki at 101. Shogun only got 94, but I can understand that since I used them last. Barrett Guns got 83. Not bad. On their lines, their White Bear got 161, 159, and 157. Sorry, that was a Black Bear that got 159. With the Red Bear at 90 and Black Bear at 76. So I hope you enjoyed that battle. Let's go ahead and move on to the third one and final one. This map, it's an interesting map. I wouldn't bring a Fall of the Samurai army onto this one. You know, I mentioned Fall of the Samurai armies a lot because I also play Fall of the Samurai, as you just noticed. So line of sight has a lot to do with your advantage if you're going to win or not against certain armies. And this map is a very, 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 very bad one because, I mean, there's just so many little angles here that you have. I mean, you can have the advantage if you line up here and he's down here, but let's go ahead and give you what I got here. I got two Naginata Samurais, sorry. I got 1, 2, 3 Katana Samurais, a Nodachi Samurai, my general unit, and then I got 3 Cavs over here, which is going to be 2 Great Guards and 1 Yari Cav. My guys are pretty experienced here. The only experienced ones I believe I brought out today are the 2 Katana Samurais. They're, you know, that little circle, weird square circle thing. So they're pretty good. Yeah, they're dressed up in white. I like them like that. They just look good. So, and then you got the 2 Great Guards over here. This Yari Cav's experienced fully too. Well, not fully, but halfway. He's at the halfway point, as well as this Yari Cav, and then a 1 Chevron Great Guard. So let's go ahead and start this battle off once I give you what he has. He's going to start off with 2 Cav units over here, which is going to be 2 Yari Cavs. He's going to have 2 Yari Cavs over here. Now this setup right here, this V, backwards V, it's a nice setup if you're going to rush into an infantry line, but if you're going to use this against cavalry, I've never seen it work against me. Somebody pushing this into one of my cavalry units in this formation never really seems to work against me. He's also going to bring in a Katana Samurai. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 Naginata Samurais and a Katana Samurai in his general unit over here. So let's go ahead and start this one off. He poorly used all his units, but whatever. You'll see why. I mean, it just... He's going to move 2 cav units over here. He thinks he's going to get a charge off of my guys over here. That's when I dragged 2 of my Yarikis down. I didn't want to drag my Great Dart down because I wanted some type of horse up here. I also moved one of my Naginata Samurais up here to cover my right. So then I dragged back one of my Katana Sams right here because I believe that's what he was going after. So I chased down his cavalry with my Yari Cav. But I make sure I do it smartly. I don't want to run my guys into one of his units, even though it's just a Katana up there. My Great Guard's right here, so I'm going to rush into his Yari Cav here. I don't think he even saw this coming because he doesn't charge. He's just running up the hill. Which is going to work out in my favor a lot more, since right there he dropped a lot of his. He's dropped only 1. He's going to rush another Yari Cav into my unit here. This is when I decide, okay, I'm going to drag my 2 units here and rush into his Cav. Bring him around. This time I tell my entire army to go ahead and rush in and engage. I have the more powerful army because he's bringing a lot of spear units into a sword fight. I'm going to bring my horse cav around. Let's go ahead and watch this charge. Pretty good charge. I'm going to drag one of my calves off this pursuit and drag him into the back of this Katana Samurai. Pretty good charge in my opinion. Over here I'm going to drag this cav into the back of his cav, which is going to be pretty good. All my lines are currently engaged except for 2 of them. I'm having 1 Nagata Samurai and 1 Nodachi stay out. Actually, I just pushed this one into this retreating unit. These few units have just started retreating over here. This guy is going to be a rage quitter, by the way, so get ready for a rage quit. My 2 units over here are engaged pretty well, doing pretty good on the battlefield. You know, I don't know why he brought so many Naginata Samurai. I mean, I don't know if he's expecting me to bring out 20 cav units or something, but whatever. He notices now that that just doesn't work. So all my lines start walking through his. I brought my general over here to support these guys since I had less guys on this side than him. My units over here just completely wiped out his cavalry. So I'm going to go ahead and push into his general, and I believe this is when he calls it quits. Yep, there you go. He calls it quits. You know, his units are starting to falter and retreat. He still has 1 or 2 fighting over here, but everything over here has been wiped clean. His cav just got wiped out and his general is about to be attacked. So that was a pretty quick battle. He pretty much misused everything, and he brought a little bit too many Naginata Samurais. I can understand that if he was a Fall of the Samurai unit and, you know, he brought a bunch of spear. Not everybody being spear, but yeah. So yeah, there you go. Hope you enjoyed those last 3 battles. Let's go ahead and give you the unit statistics on this one. They were pretty good fights in my opinion, a lot of good action. Sorry for my coughing throughout these battles. I'm still a little under the weather, doing pretty good though. Let's go ahead and give you the statistics. My Naginata Samurai got 167, Katana at 150, Great Guard at 130. They did pretty good. They lost 42, but they killed, you know, 3 times as many as they lost. So that works for me. Katana Samurai. So my Katana Samurai dropped a heck a lot more than they dropped on me. And as you can tell right here, my Naga Samurai got 167 kills, but only lost 6. And I was facing the same type of unit, so that's just, you know, shocking. His units over here got, you know, his highest casualty rate was on his Katana Samurai. His highest kill rate, I mean, 35 kills. So that tells you right there alone that he should have brought more Katana than he should have, you know, Naginata Samurai. I'm not saying don't ever bring Naginata Samurai, they're pretty good, but don't bring so many. As you can tell, he brought so many of those and they didn't do crap for him. So overall, it was a quick battle. He really didn't know what the heck he was doing. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I plan on doing more in the future, don't worry. I just, you know, tomorrow comes Sniper Elite, or tonight, so I'm going to be doing those too. So, see you next time.